Hey guys, welcome back to Senegalese Twisted. I am back again with another review for Maîtresse d'un homme marié. I know it has been a long while, but yeah, I went to France, then I went to Austria, then I came back. And in France, in Austria, even here, I tried to watch Maîtresse d'un homme marié, but I just could not. I am very disappointed. However, yesterday I was able to watch all the episodes, and today I am going to talk about episode 24. Episode 24 starts with Mustafa trying to plan a comeback with his supportive friend, and they actually visit a studio. However, the producer listens to the track. He says it's really good. He remembers how much talent Mustafa used to have, and he wants to work together. However, he does not want to mix his brand with the image of Mustafa, which is the image of a killer. Then we move to Birame and Cheikh, and this is the first time Birame and Cheikh see each other since the seminar that Cheikh went to, and from the get-go Birame can sense that something is wrong with Cheikh, and he asks Cheikh like, okay, what did you do this time? And Birame is actually pushing him to tell him what is wrong, and eventually Cheikh tells him everything about what happened at the seminar with Layla. Of course, Birame is someone who has to tease him, and he's like, oh, maybe that's what I have been doing wrong. Maybe next time I need to go to a seminar and find myself like a woman. And of course Cheikh is like, oh my god, please don't make jokes about this. And even at the end of that scene, Birame cannot let it go, because he's telling Cheikh that, you know what, Cheikh, if you were a girl, you would have gotten pregnant at a young age because you undress so easily. And Cheikh is like, you need to respect me. Then we go back to Mustafa, and he's actually really frustrated because it does not work out, and his supportive friend is, you know, talking some motivation into him, some encouragement, and tells him that, you know what, nothing that people do is like has like a fast result, so you have to be patient, you have to believe in yourself. Then we flash quickly to 2.0, and he's thinking of the last things that Djalika told him, and then he goes on to prescribe his own medication. Then he goes to the pharmacy and actually gets his medicine. Then we move to Birame and Djalika, and Djalika is just expressing how much guilt she is feeling towards what happened to Djalika and them losing their baby, and she says to Birame that she feels like she is responsible, but Birame is like, no, this is not your fault, you know. 2.0 is the person who lied about everything, and if he would have told Djalika from the start what was going on, then none of this would have happened. However, Djalika is like, yeah, that may be true, however, I still feel some sense of responsibility. But of course, Birame does not see it that way, and he tells her that, you know what, even if you feel guilt, even if you feel like it's your fault, you cannot do anything with that energy, so maybe try focusing on doing something useful. Go to Djalika, present your excuses, and see how you can work from there, which is a good point. Then Djalika is actually thanking Birame for being there for her, supporting her, and just listening to her. And of course, this is like a major trigger for Birame, because Birame is like, yeah, I have feelings for you, and he's just expressing his feelings towards Djalika, that she is the mother of his children. If he's honest with himself, he does feel something for her and he misses her. Djalika is not really into it, but she makes it seem like she is going to think about it. Then we go to Lala and the judge Maître, and they're just having food. The judge is telling Lala how he is feeling about her, that he wants to be more than friends. And Lala tells him, first of all, I am trying to reconcile with my ex-husband, and you need to know that that is my #1 priority, and that she doesn't think there's something for her and Maître possible when it comes to love. He makes the joke that, well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna find Cheikh, put him in prison, lock prison, and throw away the keys. And of course, this is just a joke, but we all know that if he could do it, he would. And Lala laughs about it and tells him that no, you will not do that because I know you are a good person. And then Maître is telling her that with his ex-wife, that she did not have this maturity that he sees in Lala. Then Birame tells his mom about what he proposed to Djalika, and his mom is like, oh no, that will never happen. When you and Djalika got together, got married, you didn't know each other that well, and now you want to go back to her? I don't like the girl. I have never liked her. And she just rants on and on and on about how she does not like Djalika. And Birame is just telling his mom that, you know, I know that I put a lot of shame on Djalika. I mistreated her, but I miss her. I miss my family, and I want her back. And Maîtresse is like, how many girls have you brought to the house and introduced me to? When I heard that you were getting an apartment for Djalika for the kids, I knew it was something else. Then we see that Tyru is knocked out. His friend Edie is there to help him and tells him to get up. And when he comes to, 2.0 says that he cannot do this anymore. And his friend Edie is telling him, what about the girls, the twins, the newborn? What about Ben? You are all she has. Then we're back with Birame and Cheikh, and in this scene, they are actually waiting for the third investor. So Cheikh is a bit impatient and is like, okay, so who is this investor? Do I know this person? And how did they find you? And what about them? Are you sure they're coming? And then I already knew that the investor was going to be Layla. And there she comes. It's Layla. And of course, the moment she sits down, Birame gets a phone call and he gets up, so that the confrontation is between Layla and Cheikh. Cheikh is like, why are you here? Why are you following me? What have I done to you to deserve this? And she's like, please don't take away this opportunity from your brother. Second of all, Birame City sounds like a big and great investment that can get me some revenue as well. Also, I'm not here for you. I am here for work. And of course Cheikh is like, yeah, but you are a married woman. And the only thing that she says is, first of all, my husband doesn't know you. You don't know who my husband is. So it does not have anything to do with each other. Then Birame comes back and wants to know whether Layla is still interested in the partnership, and she is, of course. Then there's a scene between Pagay and Amsa. She's telling him that he is well taken care of by Maîtresse, and she is also announcing to him that she has found her office space for her beauty salon. And then she wants to talk to him about moving back to her old apartment. And Pagay is telling her that, you know what, I am your uncle and your parents actually trusted you to me, and that trust is not something that I take lightly, so I will think about it. Then we see a side that we haven't seen in a long time, which is Lala, Cheikh and Noura having lunch. And yeah, so it starts out really cute, but then Cheikh gets a text from Layla and he is, you know, seemingly distracted. And Lala picks up on this and she's actually telling him that, you know what, Noura has been doing really well at school, but Cheikh barely responds. And Lala tells him to put the phone down. Then there's a scene with Mansoura and Salif, and they are, you know, meeting up in the middle of the night somewhere sketchy, and Salif is just, you know, basically threatening Mansoura, telling her that he will let her know how much money he wants from the Birame City project, because she told him that there are two big investors interested, and of course it will fall onto Mansoura to, you know, falsify the numbers, skim the money, and give it to Salif or share it with Salif. In the last scene of episode 24, you see that Layla is meeting up with her husband, and I already knew that her husband was going to be Judge Makhtar. I knew it. I knew it. That was it for episode 24 of the 3rd season of Maîtresse d'un homme marié. I have been really disappointed in how it has been going, because I feel like when I watched these 4 episodes, there was no movement. It was like I was watching the same episodes over and over again, but with a different angle. And I will let you know when it comes to the episode what I mean. Let me know if you guys have the same feeling about how Maîtresse d'un homme marié is doing right now, because I strongly feel like they don't really have a message anymore, and it's really clear that the original writer of the show is not on it anymore. But that's just my opinion. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.